All right, people, what is going on? Back with another video, and today I want to talk about the NIL and the landscape of college. I think this is a really big deal, and I want to talk about Georgia Southern's policy on the NIL and what does it mean for all schools. Also, I want to talk about what do I think it means for smaller schools, because I think it gives the smaller schools much more leverage. Before I go any further, thank you everyone who's been looking at this content on this channel. Thanks everyone that has been following and subscribing, hitting the like button, sharing these videos. You guys are awesome. And if this is your first time here, please consider looking at some of the content and doing the same thing. Share this video and like this video. I think this is a pretty important video, so I want to really talk about it. First and foremost, when it comes to Georgia Southern, because I follow Georgia Southern football, when it comes to Georgia Southern name, image, and likeness, that's what the NIL stands for. Basically, players or athletes that attend the school can get paid off of their name, image, and likeness. And like I said, this is a really big deal, and for kids can be compensated for their talents. I think it's just been long overdue for this to happen, and this is a really good thing. Now, what does this mean for Georgia Southern? Not much of anything. Down in the description, I will be putting the PDF file to the policy and the frequently asked questions that they have. Basically, what they're saying is anything that has to do with name, image, and likeness is okay, long as it's not, being used with our names and without our staff and without our permission. Is basically along those lines. Is too long to read. It's about 3 pages long, but basically that's what they're saying. You can get compensation for your NIL, but long as we're not really involved unless express written consent to do so. So that's pretty much goes for what Georgia Southern is. It's not really really complicated. But when it comes to these schools, big schools, it's just going to be par for the course. They're going to continue to make money off the students, but now the students can make money as well. So I don't see too much of a big deal when it comes to the big schools. I think they're going to continue to do what they normally do with their own names, as far as the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Miamis, the Nebraskas, Ohio States. I think they're just basically going to continue to do what they do. Now, the smaller schools, these schools get leverage. I think these guys have a ton of leverage with them having the this NIL going on. And the reason why I say that is because now you're dealing with a situation where a lot of smaller schools can get recruits. They can get high value, big 4-star recruits. And you're probably wondering, like, why would you think that? That makes no sense. Why would these smaller schools be able to get these type of players? All right, hear me out. Why would you use your name, image, and likeness at a big school where a bunch of other 4 and 5-star recruits already are? Like, say you may be the 3rd string running back, but you're a 5-star recruit coming in, or you're 4-star quarterback coming into under other 4 and 5-star quarterbacks, and you're just a freshman. Why not go to a smaller school and get the name recognition and get paid off your name, image, and likeness and be the big man on campus? I think this kind of shifts, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this happens, because I didn't think about this at one point until all this news came down, and I started to think, like, okay, how could somebody show off their talent and their name, image, and likeness if you're a 3rd string quarterback behind 2 other guys who are 4 and 5 stars, and you're a 4 and 5-star yourself? Like, you have these big schools, they reload every year. They reload. You heard the statements: running back university, quarterback university, cornerback university. And, cornerback could be a little different because a lot of guys on defense could play at one time. At the cornerback position, slot, left, right corner, whatever the case may be. But when you have these other type of positions like right tackle, or say if you're still a school that use a fullback, or say if you're a tight end. If you're the 3rd tight end out there and you've been slotted to be like a 4-star tight end, going to a bigger school may not benefit you. Even if you get a good name, image, and likeness deal, Some of those deals for compensation want to see you on the field. I mean, there's nobody's going to get a big deal for a lot of money and you're just going to be sitting behind another player for 2 years. That's just not, I just don't see that happening. They're going to want to see you out on the field because not only that you get paid, it makes the company that you're working with looks good as well. So that's why I say a lot of these smaller schools that don't have this type of talent, they could be able to get this talent. Just say, for instance, like let's say a Georgia Southern or whatever. Some of these kids might want to stay in state. If they stay in state and Georgia already have two good quarterbacks, now you kind of see where I'm going. Or let's say with Georgia Tech, the same thing. Or let's say with Alabama and Auburn. Okay, Alabama and Auburn getting all the good recruits. What if somebody wants to stay home and they're a 4 or 5 star player, but they're not going to be able to play until their junior year because they already got a lot of talent? They may go to UAB. They may go to South Alabama. They may go to Troy. You kind of see where I'm going here? I know I'm not, me personally, I think it makes a lot of sense. So with that being said, I think the name, image, and likeness definitely gives leverage to smaller schools, because when they go to the smaller schools, they could be the big man on campus and get a big deal with another endorsement from a company or whatever and make a lot of money and have their name out there, even if the school is not as prominent as your Power 5 schools. I mean, I would not be surprised if I see a kid go to Miami of Ohio because they're not going to be able to play at Ohio State because they already got like 2 or 3 good quarterbacks already, or 2 or 3 good running backs already. So they'll just go to another school, get the money from their name, image, and likeness, and be the big man on campus. So they'll be the face of the school, plus getting more money because whatever deal they got, probably want to see them on the field instead of saying, hey, I'm going to give you this money, but you're going to have to sit behind a couple of guys for a year or two because those other guys are just that good. I just think the spread of talent may happen because of that. I don't know if anybody thought about that. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I'm crazy? You think everybody's going to still go to the bigger schools? Or do you think this is a pretty good idea to where these guys are able to be spread out in other schools so they'll be the big man on campus and be able to play on the field and be able to get a better endorsement or name, image, and likeness deal to make more money outside of them staying at the schools and having to be backup for a while, even though, you're behind 2 or 3 other guys who are 5-star recruits. Let me know what you guys think. I would definitely be checking out the comment section. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm right, if you agree, if you want to take the discussion further, let me know. Hit the like button. If you don't like what you see, hit the dislike button. It doesn't matter. I just want to know you guys' feedback. I think this is a pretty good discussion to have, and I think this is the type of scenario that could happen. So hopefully you guys check out all the other content. Share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video or like the content. And I'll see you guys next time. You guys be easy. You guys be blessed. Peace.